What's up, guys? How's it going? This is Seth, your Chaartist, and today is the day for Tesla. A lot of people have been waiting for it. Today is, as you can see here, 16th. Oh, my bad. 6th November 2025, Thursday, and market is live here. 4:44. It's moving here. Okay, and I think I'm assuming in an hour we'll have the news out again. I don't play news. I don't really care about news. Rule number one is people who have learned price action, they know very well we don't follow news at all right. But I'm going to explain you the price action, what is happening, and why I posted here that I'm going to buy here. I'm buying some here. Okay, so I bought some here. Okay, so I'll tell you why. I'll explain you the why part. Okay, it can tank. This is just a breakout and expectation, that too inside monthly supply zone. Okay, so it can tank. If it comes down here, then it's gonna come. Like if it tanks, it's gonna come here. Okay, but if it goes up, yeah, it can do like all time highs. Not a big deal. So let's understand why am I saying all this. So the thing is, this is my, like, I keep on testing, right? Okay, so now the thing is, this is the supply zone here, which is, again, I've explained this so many times. But again, every time I'm going to explain you, there would be some new points added because this is price action, right? The more you look at a chart, the more you study, you always find new, things. So the thing is here, what I feel here is, first of all, yes, the trade is still good here. So it can tank, of course, you will make more money here, definitely, but can you wait? That's the whole question. And people who are doing options, let me tell you very, very clearly, IV is super high. Okay, IV is like they have inflated the options. Okay, you can Google what IV is, you will understand it. They have inflated the freaking options. Okay, so I'm trading, I will always trade stocks. Okay, and whenever IV is low, then I could have, but again, I cannot buy options inside a supply zone. That is for sure, right? So forget it. I'm not trading options at all, just stocks. Okay, and it is inside monthly supply zone. Let's go down here. Now what is happening here is, this is where I booked on September 12th, right? I was traveling, so I remember all this. So I was in Montreal, and then I booked here, and I 390. Okay, not here, 390, because this is where this black line is telling us that monthly supply zone was starting from here. But inside monthly supply zone, we have this weekly supply zone as well. So I was like, I'm traveling, I don't really care, I'll just book the profit and get out. It was one of the finest decision, that that's how I trade, because I don't want that headache, right? After that, see, it has been consolidating, and I was absolutely right, because people must be thinking that it is about to go all time high here, or it is about to go all time high here, or even today. A lot of people must be expecting that, okay, it closed at what, 460 something, 462, and it was pre-market also, it was up. So everybody would have been expecting that, okay, it's going to go up. But what happened? It tanked, right? So it is tanking because it takes time for a supply zone to, you know to react. Now the whole point here is, this is the supply zone for weekly time frame. I'm going to change, let's draw a box here. Look here, what is happening. It was breached, and then price started holding just above it. Okay, and now the whole point here is, there is nothing of quality here, and this supply zone is just holding. If it was made somewhere in the middle like this here, nothing, I wouldn't have been scared about it. But the whole point here is, it is made right at the top. So the thing is that, price goes up like this, and it made a u-turn like this. So that is why this is very important. Okay, no options at all. Even if it goes to the moon, no options. But yeah, I'm going to explain you why I made some positions here. I'll explain that part to you. Rule is, whenever price is inside the supply zone, you're not supposed to trade it, because it will definitely, most likely, in most cases, it would tank. Okay. Now, inside monthly, we scanned and we saw that this is the weekly supply zone, which price has been holding. Price has once a supply is broken, no, it doesn't become a support level. No, once a supply is broken, no, it doesn't become a support level, because see, it was breached here, right? We got a closing here, no. But the whole point here is, it is holding above the supply zone. That's my understanding of Tesla. And then there is not here, if you check above this supply zone, this blue box, there is nothing of quality inside monthly supply zone. Okay, so but price is dancing up and down because we are inside supply zone. Simple as that. Now, if I go on daily, which I usually don't go on daily, also you will see this supply right here, this particular supply. It was breached. Look here, breached, and boom, it pushed the prices down. This is daily. Okay, and now if you check daily also, this is all tested, done, right? And then now nothing. If you look at this layer from 465 to 488, nothing. But then also it tanked again and again. Today it tanked here on November 3rd, and then it tanked today as well. Today it's because of the market. Now now the whole point here is it is inside supply zone, so yeah, you should not take any chances. I am okay, I know how price behaves, and my capital, my risk management would be definitely different from everybody who's listening to me. I am long, with an understanding that if it comes here, I will start buying more. Okay, I'll start buying more. I'm not going all in. You understand that, right? Now, why? The why part, I'll explain it to you. Let me take this thing out. And you cannot, because this is a current market price trade, you cannot just manage your quantities. You have to go randomly. Okay, and you should definitely take create those positions where you're comfortable with, because Elon Musk is not going to tell me where my money is going. Okay. The news would be out in like what, 50 minutes? I don't really care about it. You can even figure out from my voice. I don't really care about it. I'm just telling you, I'm just trying to explain you my psychology. Now, what I feel is these patterns, this is a pattern here, call it cup and handle or whatever. Okay. These patterns are formed from tested supply and demand. Fine. Now, this is being formed right here, like this. Okay, and what will you call this? Right, it is trying to form some sort of it's doing consolidation. All right, we can see that very clearly, and it is trying to form um, cup and handle kind of structure, which is bullish. So this is actually showing us that people, and the expectation of majority of people that are trading Tesla is that it should go up. Okay. And what I saw was, one more thing I saw was, even if it goes up, you don't even know where to stop. Okay, where to exit. Okay, that's the whole point. It can go all time high and then make a wick. That's what my expectation is. It's going to go all time high, make a wick, and then come down. But if it comes down here, you will make a lot of money. Let's see how it behaves. And one more thing is that what I saw on 4 hours was every single, if you'll check it out here, this demand zone actually gave us a closing above this level, this consolidation. Price came here and see it's reacting. And the whole point here is price also came day before yesterday at 431 overnight. I saw that. Okay, majority of pending orders are sitting here at 423, but it never came here. But again, it is forming, call it round bottom, call it cup and handle, or call it whatever pattern you want to. Make this head and shoulder. This is not head and shoulder, but if you want to call it, you can call whatever you want to. The whole point here is it is consolidating inside supply zone, and yet yes, it can come down here, definitely here. Okay, but if it breaks through, I hope it holds, but I'm expecting it won't hold. It will make a wick and then come down. Now, not just on only on the basis of this pattern, I'm getting long. I made positions. One more thing is RSI is also bullish. Like, I'm showing you again things that are actually telling us that this structure looks bullish. RSI is forming bullish momentum inside supply zone, which in my experience, if you ask me, whatever momentum, buying momentum is coming, if it is coming inside supply zone, it is not to be traded. I'm just trading it for fun, with an understanding that yeah, it's gonna come down here, then I'll trade more. But yeah, it is forming positive reversals. Okay, positive reversals are being formed here, and if it was formed somewhere in the middle here, I would have traded it. But it is actually being like I would have traded it with proper risk management and everything. The whole point here is it is forming it is consolidating inside a supply zone. That's a negative point, and it is forming clear cut positive reversals, showing bullish momentum. And this line needs to go up if everything works out properly. Okay, and one more thing is, if you will see here, I don't know how often you guys trade Tesla. So this here, I was trading this, I caught this all this move. So I was here. Okay, inside this consolidation, it started forming bullish momentum here also. um, at the bottom you can see the date, June 24th, whatever, this consolidation. Okay, but it was being formed randomly in the air, okay, in the middle, nothing inside supply zone. So now, right now, if you will see, we are inside the supply zone. Okay, that's the whole point. I'm not trying to confuse you, I'm telling you, do not trade options, and if you're not comfortable, you should not even get long here. If you will make money, see, look at the number of days here, 52 days, 38 bars. So people who were doing options with their understanding is going to go high, you cannot make money. Okay, now the whole point here is with stocks, yes, you can hold and make money if you know what's going on, but this is what is going on in Tesla. Okay, so if it comes down, if it tanks, yes, 350 is still on. And even if it goes up from here, I'm telling you, even if it forms a candle here, green candle, okay, understand this, that you cannot trade this. If price reverses back, this is not a solid level, nothing is being formed here. I see no activity of quality here. Okay, so there is a consolidation, and usually when we catch breakouts, we catch it when price is inside monthly demand zone. Now opposite is happening. It is inside monthly supply zone. Okay, so that's the whole point. But there's nothing to stop the price. Also, that is why in my earlier posts I have been telling you that okay, price is consolidating inside supply zone, but now see, it is forming, this is all confusion, chaos. Okay, that is why these candles are being formed. And one more thing, okay, one more thing, see, price action is like this only. I will make sure that I've discussed and touched every point here. So see here, price went up here inside the supply zone, started going deep, it has hit this supply zone here, started going deep aggressively, it went till 469, September 29th, the week of September 29th. Then it came back here, and then again it started going deep. If you will compare these two highs, high one, high two, it started going. See, first of all, it went in here and then came down and started going deep. Second time also with this candle, current candle, it still is trying to go deep inside the supply zone, which is actually telling me that it can break this supply. But the whole point here is it's just an expectation. So people who are trading options, first of all, IV is inflated. It's super duper up. Okay. Second of all, it's very risky because it's a 50-50 game. If you have money and you can buy stocks, definitely you should do that. You should see, if you will, if you won't even understand this kind of price action if it happens in future in any other instrument. But I'm telling you, this is what is happening. There's a lot of positive momentum going on inside this consolidation. So yes, we can see a green candle. So this can turn green, but if it turns red, it's gonna go here. But price can go sideways also. Do you understand this? Price can go sideways as well. It's not just one way. That is why I'm telling you, stay away from options. It can be sideways as well and then come down slowly. But please make sure that you are analyzing everything. And if you don't know how to trade, please don't trade. It is your hard-earned money, and trust me, you are trading with one of the most smartest people in the world. Okay, they won't let you take the money. Even if it goes up, you will have an understanding that it's going to go 600, 700. No. Okay, enough of this. If you did like the analysis, don't forget to follow me, the Chartist. Okay, and don't forget to follow me here. I've tried my best to make you guys understand what's happening here, and I've told you what I'm doing. If you like the analysis, follow me. All right, take care, trade safe, trade wisely, and try to trade independently without following nobody. All right, take care. Bye bye.